So we've looked at some very basic styling in terms of inline styling with React, as well as just what it means to be working with HTML and CSS and JavaScript in the background when we're working with React, because it's still there in the background, just the way that we build projects. It's different than the traditional standard model. And we also talked about where this text center came from. We mentioned Bootstrap. We mentioned that we bring in a library called Bootstrap, and what Bootstrap does is that it allows us to bring in styling into our project, and then we can just call these different styles like we do in our app when we bring in text center. And that actually centers our hello world. Now in the upcoming videos on the front end, I'm going to be working with Bootstrap and bringing in quite a bit of styles here and there. And I don't want to alarm or overwhelm you if you're totally new to styling and totally new. When you see me adding all these class names, I just want you to know that it's not magic and I'm not inventing these things. It actually comes from Bootstrap. Now, if you go to getbootstrap.com/docs/3.4, okay, or you can just go to the docs and then you can find it that way as well. Okay, you're gonna see a landing page over here with an option to download. Now I want you to just click on the components tab over here. Okay, now when you click on the components, these components essentially are the styling for the different components that we're going to be building. Right. So in the upcoming video, in the next video, we're going to be building a nav bar together. And if you look on your right-hand side here, you're going to see a list of different types of components you can add to a website. Progress bars, panels, navs, input groups, drop-down menus. If we click on nav, we're going to see that we have examples of what navs are and what they do, okay? So, and then we can actually see what we need to bring them in and then what they look like. So if I scroll down a little bit, for example, let me scroll down. So we can see an example here of a nav, okay? And so we have an example of what it is, and then we have an example of the code underneath, and we can even copy the code. Now, the important thing is not to copy the code because this actually would go into an HTML file. But remember, we're going to be using React, and that's different. Instead of using class, for example, we use class name, right? But we're still going to essentially be bringing in the same type of components that Bootstrap creates for our components, right? So navbar header, for example, or container fluid. So just in case you're curious as to where I'm getting these in the upcoming videos, you can add videos. If you're interested in learning more about how to work with Bootstrap and adding your own styles, then I highly suggest you go to their website and you do a little bit of investigation on your own. Anyway, as we code along together in the following videos, we're going to be consistently styling elements as we build out our components together, as well as leveraging Bootstrap. So we're going to be doing it quite a bit together. But again, if you're new to this, hopefully that just helps shed some light. Again, I don't want to take too much time in this course focusing on styling because primary initial focus should be on the application, connecting the front end with our blockchain data, with our smart contract logic, and our smart contracts. Okay, keep up the good work. See you in the next video.